Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here, and welcome back to evercrisis. We're going to be talking about Matt's banner that just came in. It is S tier. I'm going to be this very straightforward, very quick. If you're a new player, you don't have Chimera Wand, you don't use Aerith, Aerith's not really worked on, you missed all her limited banners. Just even for occasions where you need a healer that also does buff of fire, Matt just became one of the best characters in the game with this new weapon, his ultimate weapon, his new costume. Yeah. So if you're someone who missed Chimera's Wand, if you're someone who's new to the game, this is an S tier character, costume, weapon, really good banner. And then the stamp card itself has weapon parts or past costumes on top of it. So there's just so much benefits from this banner that it's almost a yes for everybody. Even me, who doesn't play Matt, and I refuse to use anyone from the first Soldier crew besides Sephiroth. I don't use Matt, I don't use Glenn, and I don't use Lucia, so I don't waste my blue crystals as a free-to-play player towards any of those characters, but I pulled for the weapon because it is like one of the best in slot weapons for Aerith, for other characters, because it has a buff to the entire party and buff and debuff duration, which every character uses. So even I did one pull to get this, and I can even show you stamp card over here. I did 10 tickets, these tickets that we get from Escalation. I did one pull, got 2 stamps, got the weapon, and I got out because I had so much Matt weapon parts. So it's one of those weapons, no matter who you are, it's a great, fantastic pickup, especially if you're crawling in weapon parts. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about wishlist, talk about why it's so freaking good. Even though I don't like Matt, costume wise, I think the hood looks dumb. It looks like one of those beekeeper hoods that you just slide on top of your head, right? It doesn't really match too much, but the rest of the color scheme and everything looks pretty cool. They're like, how do we make him look cool? Make him a ninja. So costume wise, reprieve. Any character in the game that gets reprieve, you grab it. Reprieve is just so strong on any team. And you want every character to have at least have reprieve if you're very serious about all the content in the game. If you're free to play, then only pull for the characters that you play with. Totally fine. But this is a costume, yes, you go towards because it has physical, magic defense, healing potency, and reprieve all built into one. And he can use that in any situation. So it's very universal and very powerful. Obviously, some of his other costumes have other things that are really good. But this is, I can slap this on here and know that I'm covered in a lot of areas. So great costume. One copy of his weapon is only going to get you low to mid for the physical attack, all allies, no condition. And then with a condition of HP 70% or more, magic defense is going to go from mid to high. So one base copy of this weapon is super strong, especially with 40% healing, all for 4 ATB. 1, 2, 3 things done, plus a passive buff and buff and debuff duration, plus Esenu all. Even one copy of this weapon is fantastic for anyone, for any situation where we're forced to use Matt, right? Where you have no choice, we got to bring him in. Something on his kit's really important, right? This is one of those weapons that it's like, yes, you should have it. Now, if you're a Matt user and you're going to OB6 or higher, we're going to go from physical attack mid to high. This stays the same at OB10. 20-second duration or 16 seconds if you're at OB6. And then with the magic defense, it's a full cast to high at OB6. So OB6 is the sweet spot that you want for this weapon. Healing's at 43. You're only missing out on 4% from OB10. So you don't have to go crazy. The reason you go to OB10 is to get these R abilities higher. The physical attack won't matter unless it's in Matt's main hand. If it's a back weapon for other characters, you're always stuck to the same amount. 23 points is always 14. So as long as you hit a total of 30 points here, you're always grabbing that 14, regardless of where it is. Now, the buff and debuff extension on Matt being 150% in his main hand, if it's a back weapon for other people, you're hitting 80% guaranteed at OB6. Sorry, OB10. At OB6, you're going to be sitting at 40%, which is perfectly fine. It's still a big increase no matter what. So great weapon to have on any character, including himself. Sorry. My throat's killing me today. So, yes, this is the second weapon in the game to get Esuna all. Only Aerith has this. Both the weapons are limited. Aerith's is limited. This one's limited. But the other one is a collaboration that won't be coming back, where this one could be put into the draw later on, the limit break draw. That's under other here. So there is a chance to also just wait and hopefully your RNG is really good. I've saved up 7 tickets so far. I'll be getting more later. But yeah, if you pull for this, it's for Matt. Really good setup if you missed Aerith's entire healing kit, or you don't have Chimera Wand at OB0. If you're new to the game, this is what you should be picking up. DPS, they come and go. More and more DPS come in, but stuff like this, all of this is permanent for like a long term, very long term, and every single team setup. Even though this one's specifically towards physical attack all, Matt's still healing and magic defense in one cast while boosting our ability and having buff and debuff. He can just use this for whenever he needs to. Obviously the best in physical attack teams, but still very, very good. Now Matt's kit compared to Arif's kit, obviously there's things here and there. This is a better Khmer's wand in a couple of aspects, except for the physical attack. You have to cast it twice, but again, you're refreshing your magic defense, you're healing anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Matt's kit has a lot of good things. You can wishlist his spiral sword here, which gives ice resist down, lightning resist down. Really good choice. Here's the fire damage increase for those fire teams with buff duration and healing. Very good choices here. You can use Centipede, which gives the physical defense all mid to high while also healing. And again, good R ability. So now he's covering magic defense, physical attack, physical defense, and both these weapons will heal. So he never has downtime. So very good pickup as well. Other good choices are his Stingray for the magic defense. If you have to have a refresh, no, not Stingray, sorry. I talked about that. I'm like, wait a minute, but the new one, right? His new weapon's got magic defense on it, so that's not necessary. Slick Beetle, if you need someone to lower physical attack and your DPS or sub DPS can't do it, good choice. Core Defender, right, is one of those that, yeah, these two are magic defense, right? Magic defense is increased. Yeah, Stingray is a good one. I got those two mixed up. Stingray is a good one because magic defense decreased if you need someone to lower magic defense. This is the one that's no longer needed. And then everything else is kind of like just our abilities for other characters. I believe this as well has a couple of things. Physical attack is increased, not needed anymore. So that's the idea. Syringe is like a good one too. Magic defense is there, only mid to high, but it also does physical defense. Mid to high as well, while giving good R abilities and survivability. So you will have moments where you'll use this, where you never want the magic defense to drop. So when you cast it on the first new weapon he just got, and then you want to get physical defense as well, because there's a lot of moments where you have to have both physical and magical. Bahamut's a really good case of that. So it doesn't matter that you already have a weapon with magic defense, this will extend it. Or refresh it if it drops, and then you go back to your main hand, cast this, and now it's at high with this new extension and all that. So very, very strong setup, regardless of how you look at it. He'll be getting more stuff as we go, hopefully. Obviously, Aerith has a lot more things in her kit, mostly all limited. So again, if you didn't pull for her limited stuff, then right now, Matt's a great pickup. So don't sleep on it. And again, as a back weapon, you definitely want to go and consider it as well. It's exactly what I did, and now I'm sitting on an OB4, I believe, because I didn't have enough weapon parts, and I only pulled once. So the weapons here is somewhere. Yeah, here you go. Here's mine. So I ended up pulling for it because of these R abilities specifically for any character that I want to put it on a physical team or not a physical team. Just something really good to have there. Actually, mostly just physical team. So that's the wish list. That's Matt. No showcase needed. My wish list personally was different. I went for like Vincent's weapon because I need to get an OB10. I need a good wind debuffer and DPS. Sephiroth was missing his fire sword. So because I'm not going to be using Matt for all that and I have most of his weapons OB6 or 10 already, this is a really good opportunity to work on my DPS's main weapons and sub weapons. So really good opportunity to lean towards the dungeon ranking and all that beautiful stuff. So Matt overall, Reprieve, great R abilities on his weapon. His ultimate weapon also really good, has haste. So not only is this healer healing great, raising defenses, attacks, doing multiple things with two weapons, his ultimate blade also applies haste and ATB boost in the beginning of the battle. So very, very strong healer at the moment, giving Matt that opportunity to shine, just like Aerith has been shining this whole entire time. Now we just need Red 13 to pick up the pace and go for this as well. But yep, I got nothing bad to say. It's all S tier. Even though we got that mid to high over here, you're going to be casting this more than once anyways, because you're healing for 47%, or if you're at OB6, like the majority of us will be, 43%. You can't go wrong, right? It's a little bit of Bahamut Rod in there healing with the effects of Khmer Wand. Yeah, fantastic, fantastic weapon. So good luck on your pulls. I pulled up to the guaranteed weapon. If you get a 1 stamp and you get a weapon, stop there. If you want OB1, most likely you have the weapon parts I have as a free to play. That's a guaranteed OB6 pretty much. If you get 2 copies and then whatever event he gets in the future for more weapon parts. So yeah, let me know what you think of Matt. That's my whole review breakdown of it. Very straightforward. S tier costume, S tier weapon, ultimate weapon. Yeah, he just became one of those variable usable characters that I'll never touch, but I'll use his weapon for back abilities. That's pretty much everything. Thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll smell you later.